Hello, this is Dee Dee. I am a Master Certified Coach with the International Coaching Federation. I have a doctorate in Management and Organizational Change, and I lead the Coach Approach Training Academy. You may not realize it, but there could be employees in your organization struggling to focus, struggling to complete tasks, combat distraction, and deal with fatigue because of a new social stigma in the workplace that is draining your productivity and performance, potentially for 25% of your workforce. I couldn't believe it either when these numbers were shared with me. What if I told you that I can prove that 25% of your employees are driven to distraction by difficult issues, rarely if ever discussed at work? What if I can prove that a quarter of your employees suffering from the effects of this heartbreaking issue couldn't function to the best of their ability, and you are losing money to this lost productivity? You see, I believe these statistics based on my husband's and my personal experience with estrangement. It's been almost 10 years now, but don't take my word for it. Dr. Carl Pillemer has written a powerful book called Fault Lines, and with Cornell University presents the statistics I just shared, that in the United States, Canada, Australia, and Great Britain, 25% of people are experiencing the unusual and painful social stigma called estrangement. What I focus on at the Coach Approach Training Academy is applying these statistics to the effects in your workplace. Depending on your organization's size, potentially thousands or even millions of dollars is being lost to this type of non-performance, not to laziness, not to typical human characteristics, but to this new social stigma. If you're in leadership, you may not realize how much money is being lost to this personal issue. And that's not your fault, because the issue is very private, causes deep grief, loss, and tremendous sorrow. Before I explain more, here's a little information about my background. I have worked as a coach for over 25 years, serving in leadership development and executive development roles. I was often entrusted to lead teams of dedicated employees through learning and development programs about coaching, management, and leadership. For decades, I worked with human resource professionals and, of course, spoke with CFOs, COOs, and other business leaders with high-stake conversations primarily focused on how my coaching would positively impact profits. ROI, return on investment, goal number one, understood. So I realized I needed to measure the cost of non-performance after my coaching sessions. So on my dime, I spent countless hours reviewing notes, revisiting conversations, and taking people out to lunch to ask what they would change and how they would lead if given the opportunity. No answers surprised me. You could probably guess the answers as well. When I continued to be asked about ROI, I would in turn ask if these leaders also considered how employee wellness and morale was having an impact on their profits. You see, in the early days of my coaching work, there was tremendous doubt and scrutiny, 9 times out of 10, as to whether a significant connection could be proven between satisfied, contented employees and the organization's bottom line. Happier workers, I naively asserted, would generate greater profits. The rare trailblazing leaders with common sense didn't need convincing about this connection. They cared about their employees. Others said, bunk, psychobabble, prove it. I heard this over and over again, that it wasn't possible to link productivity to morale, low or high. Well, now there is proof. A lot of proof. And for the purpose of this video, I am here to share about the latest surprising challenge that has significantly and adversely affected productivity, performance, and profits, but your employees aren't telling you. You can't see it. It's unusually invisible. They aren't stealing or deceiving you. They aren't doing anything illegal or wrong behind your back. How do I know? Because I have been enduring this issue for over 10 years, and I am now just starting to talk about it. The latest drain on profits is a surprising social stigma that is creating absenteeism, lack of focus, high personal stress, loss of morale, frustration with coworkers, lack of self-control, and sometimes personal crisis, even illness and hospitalization. The reasons influencing performance, productivity, and profits today are serious and very complex. As I said earlier, it's not your fault if you don't realize how much money is being lost to this unusual personal issue, because the issue is so private. It causes grief, loss, and tremendous sorrow, often quietly and invisibly in your workplace. The suffering in silence is having a staggering impact on productivity. This new cost of non-performance is estrangement. Estrangement happens when a beloved family member chooses to cut off a person from their life, and the individual on the receiving end of this traumatic event is left confused, helpless, embarrassed, and often feels betrayed. It's like you're broken. Estrangement can also be accompanied by parental alienation. Older employees don't get to see their grandchildren, and younger employees may or may not feel guilty about going no contact from people who used to be important in their lives. Simply stated, the cumulative effect of the grief and what Dr. Pauline Boss describes as ambiguous loss adds up to increased distraction instead of focus and productivity. A lack of determination to attention to detail. I'm describing the hidden financial impact on your organization every time an employee's mind wanders instead of tasks being completed on time and on budget. The cumulative effect of this cost of non-performance is a real issue. So my coaching practice now also offers a comprehensive learning program that I can present either on site, or you can license learning videos employees can watch at their own pace. I offer estrangement coaching for any employee at any level within your organization, maybe even you. So contact me to discuss more options at contact@drdmann.com. Information is also offered on my website at drdmann.com. Let's stop this financial impact on organizations, one person at a time. Thank you for watching. I look forward to speaking with you soon.